When I saw DeJuan Blair, it was like watching Sam Clancy all over again.
I knew he was from Pittsburgh, but realized he lived right around the corner from the Pitt.
Those were the days when the City League was a powerhouse. And I do remember that Shenley team.
He comes up with a steal ahead to DeJuan Blair.
I actually seen DeJuan in the state championship game, seeing him again against Harrisburg High senior year.
You would think it'd be an easy recruit. It wasn't that easy. Sometimes you just gotta be in the right place at the right time, and that's what we happen to be at. We had a great player growing up right down the street.
And then the first time you see them play, it's either like, oh, I think he's pretty good, or, oh, yeah, that's him.
He gets loose, right sideline, puts the shot up, blocked by Blair, gets it back, 2 to shoot, blocked again by Blair. DeJuan Blair doing it all.
Well, during that time, especially the 2 years DeJuan was here, Pitt was one of the best teams in the country. I think DeJuan quickly established himself as one of the best freshmen in all of college basketball. By the time he was a sophomore, he was one of the best players in the country.
Big fella pulls down the rebound, but he goes up and scores. DeJuan Blair.
They had the great battles with UConn during those years. You can't help but think of the game at Hartford in 2009 when Connecticut was #1.
The message he sent, I don't care how tall you are, I don't care what your ranking is, I don't care if Jim Calhoun is on the sideline, I'm going to come after you.
Biggs, and the beat goes flying over the back of Blair.
Look at that.
Like, as soon as it happens, we knew he had his heart. And that was the type of guy that DeJuan was, so he didn't fear anybody.
My buddy Dick Grote always said, hands. He had soft hands.
He finished around the rim so well with either hand, over either shoulder, just a true basketball talent.
Blair was a 2009 Consensus All-American, becoming the first Pitt basketball player to earn that stature since Don Hennon in 1959.
He understood how to utilize all the parts of his body to carve out space.
There's Blair with yet another rebound.
He's the big fella, and obviously he played like it.
People in Pittsburgh wanted to be around him. One of my favorite stories was that DeJuan rode in the Super Bowl parade, and Troy Polamalu grabbed him and said, "Come on, you're with us." And there's DeJuan standing up on the podium with the Steelers.
He was selected by the San Antonio Spurs in the 2009 NBA draft.
He had a pretty darn good pro career.
DeJuan Blair bringing it down. Oh, mama!
I just remember he was a gentle soul, a guy that, was a nice guy until they threw the ball in the air. Then he became a maniac. And that's what I loved about him, that fiery competitor that he showed.
Definitely will go down as one of the greats in Pitt basketball history.
There's never been anybody better.